I have worked with all these folks one other time on a Community episode that had puppets in it, but I wasn't there. Well, we just lent our voices, and then they took over, and made it for a very easy week. But it takes two people, sometimes three, to operate these puppets, and you'll see as my voice is talking now, and you cut away to some footage of showing them working, how insanely skilled they are. It's like being a first chair violinist. It really, I mean, there's not many people that can do what they do. Acting stuff, you can pull someone who's had like a severe brain injury and they can do it. But this is hard, and the setups, as you'll see as they cut away to the stage, as my voice is still talking, the stage is elevated, and each move if the puppet has to move, those sections of the floor have to come up, and they have to work out that and all that move, the dialogue at the same time, making sure, I am looking into their eyes, and I'm looking right into their eye. I'm being seduced. And so the setups take longer because there is so much technically more to do, and they make it look easy. They really do. The puppets are second-class citizens in this world, and there's horrible names they get called, but they're treated. The puppets aren't a joke in this. I love it how it's never explained. How there's just like it's always been that way, and it's great. No one ever mentioned though, like what happens when it rains hard. Do they just become so heavy they can't move and have to wait to dry out? But yeah, in this charged environment that our country is right now, this might be hopefully it'll be an escape for people, but it will also make them think, like, wow, I never really thought a puppet could ejaculate for 10 minutes. That should bring America together. Edwards and Phil Phillips, their character's name, Edwards being Melissa's character, they were partners, and then something happened, and it was so bad they broke up. But more so, no puppets were allowed to be on the police force because something bad and violent happened. So these puppets begin to get murdered, who are on this show called Happytime, and Phil Phillips knows them, Edwards knows them, and they kind of start having to solve this case together while still, he's a private investigator now, she's still a cop, and that's how the caper kind of unfolds. It's an amazing thing to watch because it is like they've learned a whole other language, a whole other way to perform, and you don't, when you're shooting, you don't even see them. You just look at the puppet, and the puppet's alive. And then as soon as they yell cut, the puppet dies. And his eyes are like that. But it really is an extraordinary thing to watch them work, because I would be so bad at it. But boy, they have a skill set that is very specific, and it is, I can't imagine the level of training and the level of time, the level of practice, the level of rehearsal. It is really something, and you just have to be talented in that department. I mean, sure, when the apocalypse hits, they'll be useless. But right now, in this wonderful society that has a lot of disposable income, we can make great movies.